You're listening to the Thriving Mindfully podcast. I'm Ananda Leeke, your Thriving Mindfully coach and podcast host. I'm also an artist, an author, a human design doula, and an interfaith reverend. The Thriving Mindfully podcast is a heart-centered, digital sacred space that I created to inspire and empower you to be present, well, and the real you. Tune into the latest conversation I've been having with myself and others about nurturing, transforming, and celebrating our lives, relationships, and career. Welcome to spring. That's right, it's springtime, baby. Springtime. So this season is one of my favorites because it does a couple of things. It marks the beginning of the new astrological year. And if you've been listening to the podcast, you know that I'm going to mix in some astrology, some crystals, some chakras, some loving, wise, and well ancestors in the mix, and some traditional Chinese medicine. That's right. So get ready. Spring represents the beginning of this new astrological year, and it starts with the Aries season. Aries is the first sign in the zodiac, and so much of what's happening inside of me is just jumping up for joy, because this season is a time of birth. It's a time of new beginnings. In traditional Chinese medicine, the spring season corresponds to the wood element, and it's a yang energy. It's an active masculine energy that is connected to the activity of doing, which is a little different from what winter is about, which is about slowing down and being still. So now we have this wood element from Chinese medicine, traditional Chinese medicine, that really gives us this invitation to cultivate our vitality, our creativity, and our emotional resilience. You mix that in with the energy from the Aries season, and child, the party is on. The party is on. I'm sharing all of this because we're exploring all of these things in the Thriving Mindfully Academy. And I'm also weaving it into the client work that I have and into the Soft as Fuck Sunday sessions and the April virtual retreat. After this podcast, you'll hear some invitations for all of that. So hold tight if you get excited and you want to be a part of any of that. There's more information coming. I call them Ananda-mercials. Like commercials, they're Ananda-mercials. So stay tuned for that at the end of this podcast. Now, let me tell you, the theme for us at the Thriving Mindfully Academy for this Aries season, which is March 20th through April 19th, is take action. And it is rooted in the energy of Aries. Aries is this beautiful fire sign that gives us energetic support for passion, willpower, initiative, and taking brave and new action. The beautiful thing about Aries is that it's governed by the planet of Mars, and Mars is the planet of energy. It's the planet of action and desire. And so when you look at Aries season and you're looking for energetic support, you're going to get it in your role as a leader and in your abilities to initiate, tap into your willpower, and be aggressive, unapologetic, and spontaneous. All of that and then some. So I'm fired up and ready to go. Like President Barack Obama used to say, I'm fired up and ready to go during Aries season. And I'll tell you why. It is something that I'm diving deep into, especially as it relates to my creativity. In the winter, I received an invitation to have a author and artist talk at a local boutique in my neighborhood that has shaped most of my interest in terms of my African heritage and spirituality and travel, to the continent of Africa. And the owner, Irene Whalen, I met her 31 years ago when she was just opening up her store, Zawadi. And she really helped me develop my wire sculpture art and encouraged me and mentored me. And so on March 26th, I'm joining another soul sister love. I call her a beautiful, flourishing friend, BFF, Tonya Butler Truesdale. We're coming together. She's an artist as well. And we're going to have a conversation about what it means to be women artists and entrepreneurs at the wonderful age of 58. We're both 58. And how we've been shaped by the U Street neighborhood, how we create. She is a practicing attorney. I'm a recovering attorney. I like to say that. That's another story for another time. But we're coming together to talk about our creative expression. I'm sharing from all three of my books. They'll all be available there. And I'm also sharing a new collection of wire sculptures that I'm beginning to make now. There'll be more later in the year, but I'm sharing the powerful Yoruba Orisha of Oya, Yemenya, and Ochun in my work, in my wire sculpture. So all that to say is that this has been a really, really wonderful opportunity to be able to prepare for this season, knowing that it's rooted in this energy from Aries and from the traditional Chinese medicine wood element, as well as the energy from the planet Mars, the new moon that we just had. All of it has been wonderful. And so I'm taking what I'm experiencing in my own life in business and creativity, and I'm sharing that with folks on this podcast, in my social media, which I am transitioning to sacred media, and in the work that I do with the Thriving Mindfully Academy and with my coaching clients. So look for more of that Aries fire sign energy coming forth from me. Now, I did want to tell you a few things just in case you are interested in this Aries season. Every zodiac sign is connected to a part of the body, which means that it's connected to a chakra, an energy center. And so Aries, because it's the first sign in the zodiac, it's connected to your head. The head, if you're wondering, is connected to the crown chakra. And the crown chakra, I can tell you what I tap into with that energy. I tap into the crown chakra for wisdom and support on being the highest version of myself. That's right, the highest version of myself. And I need to tap the crown chakra on a regular. So Aries fire energy is connected to the solar plexus chakra. That's in your digestive area. And that is where Aries taps into the willpower, persistence, and the self-confidence that the solar plexus helps you get grounded in. And one of the ways that I nurture my relationship with my chakras is by using gemstones or crystals. And so I coordinate my self-care as well as my fashion, my look, with crystals. And I'm in love with an amethyst crystal. It's a purple crystal that I have, and a selenite crystal that I have. That's a clear white crystal. And both of those are good for nurturing the crown chakra. And then for the solar plexus chakra, I have a citron ring that I love to wear and a bumblebee jasper ring. The solar plexus is yellow. They're all connected to different colors, like the crown chakra is connected to the purple, the color purple. And so these are just some of the ways that I nurture myself and strengthen myself with gemstones. There's so much more I could share, which is why I want to invite you to listen to the Ananda commercial about the Thriving Mindfully Academy. I'm just giving you a taste. Now, I want to leave you with some reflections about spring. Spring is, like I said, the time of rebirth, a new beginnings. It's a time to tap into your relationship with your ancestors, the loving, wise, and well ancestors, and with your higher power, whatever you call that higher power, or your intuition, for guidance on how to take action in your life, relationships, career, and or business. And I say to tune into that inner wisdom, whether that's coming from, you believe it's coming from your higher power, angels, loving, wise, and well ancestors, spirit guides, master teachers, the Orisha, whatever the source is, ask for support. Lean in. You don't have to do things on your own. You have an entire universe living inside of you, and there is wisdom there. Tap into that before you take action this spring, this summer, this fall, this winter, and so forth in life. I'm sharing this because it has been one of the best things that I could ever do for myself in terms of my self-care, my self-love, my self-worth, direction in my life. Tap in and ask for the help on what actions you need to take. And it may be that you need to be still. That could be the action. Or it could be that you need to go talk to XYZ person or wait or be patient, whatever. But tap into their support before you go out here making moves, so that you're in alignment with your highest good, and your path looks different than anybody else's path. You have wisdom that is just for you, just like I have wisdom that's just for me. And then give thanks for that wisdom. I wanted to share with you an affirmation, and it has a couple of different sentences. So I'm going to read it to you. And this is what I've been sharing with the Thriving Mindfully Academy members. I give thanks for the support I receive from Creator and my loving, wise, and well ancestors. With their love, wisdom, and support, I believe and know I am sacred, and so is my life. I take action by allowing, listening to, and following the inner wisdom from Creator and my loving, wise, and well ancestors. Okay. So, I want to leave you with some heart work. That is HEART -work. That's what we call homework in the Thriving Mindfully Academy. Here's your heart work. These are some reflections. You can sit with them, journal about them, if they resonate with you. The first one is, what intentions do you want to set for the spring season, the new astrological new year, or the second quarter of 2023? What intentions do you want to set for the spring season, the new astrological new year, or the second quarter of 2023? You get what I mean. Whatever's resonating with you in terms of the season. So that's one reflection. And then the second one is, what's one action step you can take to jumpstart your intention setting. Just one step. What's one action step you can take to jumpstart your intention setting? One step. Just one step. So, may you tap into whatever it is that you need from this season. May you allow space for you to welcome the wisdom that is inside of you. And may you remember that you are powerful. You are loved. You are worthy of all this and more. May you continue to embrace thriving mindfully in everything that you think, feel, say, and do. So, before I let you go, I want to invite you to do a few things. One, if this podcast has moved you, like it, share it, do what you need to do to pass it on to someone else that you think would benefit from it. Two, let me know how your spring season is going. What are you using to ground yourself? Are you into traditional Chinese medicine? Are you seeking support through the astrology of the season? Are you honoring the new and full moons? What are you doing? Are you paying attention to your body, your chakras? What's going on? Let me know how you're embracing the season. Are you adhering to the Lenten season or Ramadan? Because Ramadan also started. Or are you doing your own personal spring practices? What are they looking like in your life? I'd love to hear more about it. So hit me up on social media, sacred media. That's what I'm transitioning to, and I'll share more about that in another podcast. Or send me an email at ananda@anandaleeke.com. I'd love to hear from you. Now, tune in to the Ananda commercials that follow this segment. See you next time. Spring is coming. Spring is coming. Spring is coming. If you're listening to this in March of 2023, spring is coming. Or maybe it's sprung by the time you've heard this. Let me tell you, the Thriving Mindfully Academy is getting ready to take action. We're preparing to take action. We're looking at how we can tap into our inner resources, how we can access what we've been given inside of ourselves with the support of our higher power, if you believe in a higher power, our loving, wise, and well ancestors, our spirit guides, master teachers, and angels, if you tap into all of that. For me, it's also my Yoruba Orisha. So I bring all of those spiritual entities into my source of how I'm able to prepare and to take action as this new season enters into our lives. I want to invite you, if you're in the DC area, to come to the Thriving Mindfully Academy's Soft as Fuck session on March 26th from 2 to 3 p.m. at Key Kratom CBDT, 1517 U Street, Northwest in DC. The investment is $23. You can go to anandaleeke.com/soft. It is an afternoon of meditation, reflection, some sound healing with yours truly, my Koshi chimes, my ocean drum, my sound bowls will make an appearance to help get us grounded in our meditation. It is an invitation to journal, to set intentions, and to share if you feel called to in a safe community. We're looking at how we can prepare and and take action as we move into the spring season. The spring equinox is on March the 20th, and we're meeting on the 26th of March to welcome the spring and to look at how we can prepare and take action from the inside out. So join me. Can you believe that we are in 2023, that we moved through the pandemic in 2020, 2021, 2022? If you're like me, the COVID-19 pandemic changed how you lived, how you communicated, how you learned, how you worked, how you shopped, how you played, how you do business in the world. So much has happened since then. So much continues to happen. One of the best ways that you can move through these changes and more is to remind yourself that you matter, that you're worthy, that you are the most important person in your life. That's right. If you didn't know it, I'm here to tell you. You deserve to make yourself a priority. And one of the ways that you can take action to make yourself a priority is with a retreat. A retreat helps you carve out time and space and take responsibility for yourself. When you take responsibility for yourself, you begin to see your full self. Here's what happens when you get support during a retreat. You have someone like myself to hold space for you, to guide you in giving yourself an opportunity to take responsibility for identifying your vulnerabilities, your challenges, your wins, and your losses, and so much more. A retreat with support can also help you set intentions and create accountability, plans, and shifts and how you choose to show up in your life, your relationships, your career, and your business. If this sounds like something that might be of interest to you, I want to invite you to the spring virtual retreat that I'm offering on 2 days in April. April 18th, which is a Tuesday from 7 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then on Saturday, April 22nd, from 2 to 3:30 p.m. Your investment is $43. Now, let me tell you, during the retreat, you're going to have a chance to get grounded with a mindful moment. That's deep breathing and a little mindful movement. I'm only inviting you to move your body in the way that works best for you. Also, during the retreat, you'll be able to identify the areas that you need to take responsibility for in your life during the spring season, because spring starts in March, and we have April, May, and June until we get to the first day of summer, the summer solstice, to explore how you can take responsibility for those areas in your life that are calling you now. You're going to get some support on how to take responsibility for yourself through wisdom that I'm pulling from you in an activity that is going to get you to contact your internal wisdom. You may get that internal wisdom from your higher power, from your ancestors. I'm going to share some wisdom about the season of spring, the moon, and astrology. Not saying that you have to take any of that in, but I'm giving it as a buffet of ways for you to take responsibility. You're going to experience a mini sound bath meditation performed by yours truly that will help you open your heart to embrace the fresh starts of the spring season, the new beginnings that spring brings. You're also going to participate in an intention setting and action planning series of exercises that invite you to reflect, to journal, and to draw. I'm asking folks to dress comfortably during this virtual retreat, to bring their favorite pens, pencils, colored pencils, crayons, magic marker, and paper to draw on if you feel like you might draw, and also a snack, because we'll be together for 90 minutes. A Zoom video link will be emailed to you once you register for the online retreat. You can go to anandaleeke.com/retreat to get more details. I will see you in the spring virtual retreat. One of the ways that I've been able to prepare myself and to take action from a grounded place in my body, in my breath, in my life is through human design. Human design is an amazing self-empowerment, and it's IN-POWERMENT, empowerment, because it's from the inside out. It's a self-empowerment and self-discovery tool that was introduced to me in 2021 through a coaching experience. And over the past 2 years, I have experimented with it and integrated it into my life, my relationships, and my career and my business. And it is a lifelong journey. It's a lifelong experiment. I am now bringing it into a space where I'm offering it to folks like you to support you in preparing yourself and taking action in your life, your relationships, and your career and business. It marries my thriving mindfully, heart-centered approach to being present well in the real you. And I use it with my coaching clients. I use it with the Thriving Mindfully Academy members. And now I want to invite you to explore it with me as your human design doula. In human design, you are called to give birth, if you will, to yourself, the real you. And we do that every single day. We do it every single moment. We get 1,440 minutes each and every day. And in each minute, you're birthing yourself. I mean, you're always changing. You're always growing. And so in order to navigate that process, I'm here acting as a doula, someone who can midwife you through this experience, help you understand what human design is based on where you are in your life, help you take the parts of human design that resonate with you the most, because at different times, different things resonate with us, and help you understand it, help you see how you can use it as a tool to connect with your own body's awareness and wisdom. If you're interested, I want to invite you to visit my website. Go to anandaleeke.com/human design to learn more about how we can work together. I offer 2 types of readings. There's a basic reading, and then there's a more advanced reading once you have an understanding of human design. Check it out. There's also a video that walks you through my own human design experience and gives you some basic information about human design. There are other podcast episodes for the Thriving Mindfully podcast that you can check out. Just go to anandaleeke.com/podcast, or wherever you find this podcast, you can look and see in the archive the human design episodes. So I look forward to connecting with you more about human design. Thanks for tuning in to the Thriving Mindfully podcast. If you're ready to be inspired and empowered with my coaching support, join me in the Thriving Mindfully Academy. Visit anandaleeke.com/academy. Now, if you're ready to dive deeper and move past your comfort zone with my one-on-one coaching program, book a discovery call with me today. Visit anandaleeke.com. If you need something juicy to read, check out my 3 mindfulness books: Love's Troubadours, a self-love and yoga-inspired novel; That Which Awakens Me, a mindful creativity memoir; and Digital Sisterhood, a mindful technology memoir. Go to anandaleeke.com/books. All of my books are available on Amazon.com. Well, that about wraps us up. And as I always like to say, may we all continue to embrace thriving mindfully in everything that we think, feel, say, and do. See you next time.